Enemy has only images and illusions, behind which he hides his true motives. Destroy the image, and you will break the enemy.
Mustang? And call it the art of fighting without fighting.
The art of fighting without fighting? Tell me some of it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Box 8 Boys podcast. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Of course, you know I'm joined by Osman_BSB and at King Sanchez 70. I am your host, Azamora_NBA. And today, we're also joined by fellow Box 8 boy, Cousin Mike. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. It's a beautiful Saturday in the Mile High City.
Yeah.
And for you guys listening on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or Apple Podcasts today, Mike is sitting right next to me. And for everyone that doesn't know, Mike and Jake are actually my nephews. Steve's my cousin. We're all family. We're all gay. We're all incest. So it's great. It's a great thing we have going on over here.
I don't know about that part, but we're all
be
family.
You. We just talked about that. So be us.
Be you.
Yeah, let us be us. Don't fucking hate.
So no, I'm just playing. Don't. If you guys take that seriously, don't. That's bullshit. That's complete bullshit.
They will.
Not all of it is bullshit.
What do you mean?
But
We're
Part of us
family.
being family is.
I was going to tell them, let them figure out which part was fake or not.
Oh. No, I don't want people to think I'm incest.
Okay.
I don't
We're
want people to
not
think I'm
family,
fucking-
dog. We just like to touch each other.
Yeah, touching is okay. As long as we don't put nothing in the other people.
Cut all this.
Cut all this.
All right.
I don't know.
That's cool, man.
That segued into uncharted territories there, pal.
Yeah,
No, we don't do none of that. We're all family.
that was somewhere
We
we
love
were
each
supposed to
other.
go.
Yeah,
The right way.
I should have did some shit.
You flip this podcast on its head.
All right, so what are we talking about today, boys? What are we getting into today?
Well, first of all, Mike is it's coming to us live from Indiana. So first, we just wanted to say, what's Indiana like, Mike?
Just to clear the air, I'm from Colorado.
Did I say you're from Indiana?
You said from in the
No,
beginning.
I said you're
kinda
coming
changed it.
from Indiana.
You said from.
Coming to us
and
from
then he changed.
Indiana. He's from Denver. He just
How the
moved
fuck
to
is
Indiana,
Indiana,
like a year
Mike?
ago.
It's cool, right? It's I'm in a little town, right? It's kind of like Torrington, where King Sanchez is from, right?
Oh, look,
What's
where
the name of
he's
your
at.
town?
Crown Point, right? So it's about
Crown
30 minutes away from Chicago. So I'm right next to the big city. If I need to get that big city feel again,
Can you see Chicago from where you're at?
if I go to Gary and go to Lake Michigan, then I could see Chicago from there.
You got
Okay.
like Walmart and shit in your town?
Yeah, we got Walmart,
Oh Lord, I can't see any of that.
Audi,
shit.
all that.
You guys have 7-Elevens?
No, we don't actually have no 7-Eleven. 7-Elevens is just
You got
really like a West Coast thing. Like even in Georgia, there's no really no 7-Elevens.
What do you guys have out there?
Oh, there's
You know.
not, huh? I never
No,
knew
there's
that.
not. 7-Eleven is really only like Colorado and stuff like that. Cali.
Do you guys have Piggly Wiggly? What do you guys have?
No, we have a QT. We have
yeah,
Quick
QT.
Trip,
Quick Trip.
Casey's. Casey's is actually a really big one out there that everybody seems to love.
We're actually trying to get Quick Trips out here too.
Yeah, there's one over on Central Park.
Yeah, there's
They
one
just,
up
built.
on 120.
Of course,
Oh
it's
my God.
coming from the east, huh?
Yeah,
It's taking over. What if we're the border between 7-Eleven and Quick Trip?
we might
Fighting-
be
fighting
actually.
over Denver.
So what about Come and Goes? Like where are like they common?
Oh,
They
yeah.
have some in Georgia.
They do?
Yeah,
What about Piggly Wiggly? You guys go Piggly Wiggly?
nah, they don't have them out there.
What about Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
I don't think they have a Trader Joe's actually.
All the
Oh, well,
Maverick or
New
Costco.
Chicago. Is it Chicago?
Yeah, so
What?
Chicago,
Oh, that
like
is right there.
can't see
Holy
my
shit,
point.
you're like just outside Chicago, huh?
Yeah, it's like I'm right
Wow,
by
that's
Wait, so
crazy.
where's Crown Point?
right there.
Right
You
here.
zoom in on the Crown Point, Steve?
It's almost like a suburb of Chicago.
Damn.
Yeah.
So how big is that? Like if you had to compare it to like a Colorado town?
Probably
How many
Like,
people live there, I guess?
Castle Rock?
Really good.
like Castle Rock.
That's pretty big. Castle Rock's all right.
It's not that big though. Like honestly, it's actually like really small.
How many people are we talking?
I have no idea. I looked it up in the beginning, but haven't looked it up since then.
Is that its
Yeah, that
population
is
right
pretty
there?
small.
Crown Point says Indiana, and then it says 46,307. Or is that the elevation?
Crown Point is a city in Lake County, Indiana. The population was 33,899 at the 2020 census.
Oh damn, that's not that many
Damn,
people.
that's a big city. Some you talk
To
about
your
that's
little-
foreign, son.
33,000 people in this
To
little
your
area?
little
That's
podunk
crazy.
gas.
It's actually
That's
not
big
that
to
odd.
me, son.
Like,
I got 6,000 people. In my
I
town.
got
Shit.
6,000 people.
Well, Denver got what, millions? How many people we have in Denver? A couple million?
Probably like a million.
Doesn't say they gotta have a
Probably
million.
close to.
So that what's that big ass? That's Lake Michigan?
Yeah, it's Lake Michigan.
Holy fuck. It's a big ass lake.
They're close
So
to-
where's Superior? Where's Lake Superior at?
Right there. Right at that point.
Okay. So because we just had Mistios on the pod and he lives like right on Lake Superior and you live right on Lake Michigan?
Yeah.
That's tight. Do you ever go to Lake Michigan?
No. Well, I've seen it, right? But
You don't
Does
go
that shit look like
boating
an
or
ocean when
fishing
you're
or
driving by?
anything?
oh yeah, it's big as hell.
That shit looks
You
huge.
said what?
You'll never go like fishing or boating or anything?
No, not there. Everybody goes there, right? But see, like we're right by Michigan too. We're like an hour and a half away from Michigan.
Yeah.
Michigan's
You're in the
right there
corner
on
of
the right hand
Indiana,
side. Yeah.
Do you ever go up to Milwaukee?
Michigan's right there. Nah, Milwaukee's like 3 hours away.
That's right up the lake there.
Yeah. And then St. Louis is 3.5 hours away.
So like
So I'm close to like 5 different states.
so you know how like Denver like
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis is like 3 hours away.
Yeah, it's right there
Yeah.
too.
damn. That's Indiana?
You go to
What
Detroit
shape-
right here.
what
You're
shape
dead
is Indiana?
center between all those cities, huh?
Right. Yeah.
Indiana's a box state too, huh?
Kind of.
It
It has like rigid borders down here. I think
Yeah.
it follows the river right here. And then
Yeah.
it goes up to a square.
Damn, you're right there by Kentucky, right there by
Uh-huh.
Ohio, Detroit. Holy fuck.
Louisville. Yeah,
That's
he's in
crazy.
the
That's
middle of Detroit, Indianapolis, St. Louis. He's by Chicago and Milwaukee.
So like what would you describe the people of Indiana? Like, I don't know, I think now in Colorado people here are like a lot like it's starting to feel like California where people are just busy all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Like there's not too many
I mean,
I don't know, people just mind their own business, but how do they do over there?
it's like it's Midwest, right? So if you've been in Midwest,
I haven't.
like St. Louis, Chicago, they about business, right? They don't really play. They're on the move.
Okay.
They're real stern, right?
Yeah. Are they nice? But like, how's the food? I guess like, do they have it like? Because we have green chili and shit here. What kind of food do they have over
They
there?
probably gonna hate me for saying this. The food ain't that good, right? Like they say in Chicago, they got some really good Mexican food, right? I haven't seen or tasted any good Mexican food in Chicago.
What about in
Not
Indiana?
compared to here.
Yeah.
Right? Even in Indiana, haven't found no real good food.
But what about like
What's
the
their
like
style of food that they have there? Like,
Yeah.
what's their majority?
Mexican? That's what I'm saying.
really?
Like, they
It's just
say
a bunch of shit Mexican restaurants.
but like I haven't.
But they have like pizza, right? And like Italian
yeah,
food
pizza, of
and
course.
steaks and shit. They probably have like some really good restaurants in Chicago.
Well, like,
They do
in
fish out there,
Chicago,
don't they?
because Chicago is like one of the biggest cities in America, right?
Mhm.
So they got like all the high-end fancy restaurants, right, that are good, right?
What about like the gang life? How are gangs out there in Indiana?
I mean, for where like I'm at, like Crown Point, it's not right.
It's not popping.
It's not that, right? But if you go 10 minutes down the road, you go to Gary, then yeah, you're in it, right? If you go,
What kind of gangs do they have? They have like Crips, Bloods, Poke, all that shit.
yeah, they're more folk, right?
Yeah,
BD, GD, right? It's not really no Crips and Bloods out there, right?
Land Kings and shit.
Yeah. But if you go to Chicago, then yeah, you already know what's happening in Chicago, right?
Yeah, fuck
Gary's
yeah.
the same way. But see, a lot of people from Chicago are starting to migrate now to Indiana now, right? 'Cause Chicago's getting more expensive, so they're coming down to Indiana, to Northwest Indiana, right? Which is Gary, Maryville, Crown Point, and stuff like that.
How are the winters out there? Is it real snowy, real cold?
It's actually not. I was going out there expecting it to be a lot of snow, but
It's not like that cold, like being like next to that big lake.
it's cold. Don't get me wrong, it's cold. All right, but the snow isn't there. At
It's
least
like windy cold.
this winter, yeah. Like when that wind hits you, then it's
Like
something
Chicago, the
different.
windy city.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is it
right.
humid because of the lake?
Kind of, yeah. I was expecting it a little more humid, but it's humid.
And you saw when you moved out there in August, so you saw like the tail end of the summer, right?
Yeah.
Is it hot? Like, does it hit 100 degrees and shit?
Nah, it doesn't hit 100, but it hits like 80, 85.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I don't know if it hits 90, but it's like 80, 85. It rains a lot from my understanding, from what I've been told, like in the summer and all that. It rains a lot.
Fertile lands.
Yeah.
That shit's like super fertile right there.
Is there like farms and shit all over the place?
Oh yeah, that's where like they grow like majority of like corn and like soybean. Is
there like cattle and like cattle farms, like ranches and shit everywhere?
There is probably if you go more like south, right, where I'm at, but I don't travel down south, right?
Yeah,
I'm not allowed down there
because of the KKK,
right?
Wasn't that shit created in Indiana?
That's a thing out there, right? Something big, yeah.
I bet, bro. You better watch yourself out there. I forgot about that. We don't have to worry about that shit out here.
Oh, we do. I mean, it's big out here too.
Our KKK are like judges and shit and fucking
racist
government officials. Your fools are like fools just standing outside in fucking bed sheets, like with pitchforks,
putting crosses on front lawns.
They're angry and shit. They don't.
That's that down south.
All they can do is stomp your black ass. They can't fucking.
They can't send you to jail for for weed. Is weed legal out there?
No, so it's like a weird, right? So in Chicago, it's legal. In Michigan, it's legal. In Indiana, it's not.
Indiana is super conservative, aren't they?
Oh yeah, but see, most people like when they want to smoke or whatever, they go drive to Chicago or Michigan. That's literally
what
the road.
Mistios was saying that he'll go because it's not legal in Wisconsin, I think. So he just goes like across this little river thing to get weed over in Michigan, I think it is.
Yeah.
How are the kids, Mike? How's the missus?
They're good. We're having another baby.
Oh, for real?
So
congratulations
that's
sir.
A thing. Appreciate it.
So like his name is Michael Lee Zamora. His dad's name is Michael Lee Zamora. His oldest son, his name is Michael Lee. So he's hoping for a girl, and he's gonna name her Michelle Lee Zamora.
That's not a thing. That's not.
Michelle Lee Zamora, the first/4th.
And then she'll have like 3 or 4 other Michelle Lees after that.
Michelle Lees or Mike's.
Until she has a boy and then names him back to Michael Lee.
The name is back to Michael. It's never ending.
You should just name all your kids Michael Lees and more like George Foreman.
Start a legacy
There's
like that.
5 George Foremans.
I tried, but the missus said no. So
she fucking stomped that shit down right away.
We already have enough of those.
Yes, and no.
You're gonna name her Lil Q?
No.
It's good. That it's fertile. It's fertile times, I guess. Everyone's having a baby. COVID babies, you know what I mean? Quarantine kids.
I don't think they're COVID babies because they were been born already. COVID was over like.
That's crazy. Them kids are gonna be like kids that were born after the Black Plague. They don't even know. That's just history.
Yeah, they don't even know.
They just know a world with COVID in it.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
It's
That's
just
normal
the flu to them.
Yeah.
They won't know how crazy it was when that shit popped off.
Like, you know, it's wild that there's like a whole generation of people who are now adults that don't know shit about 9/11. Like they kind of know about it just from like people
reading
talking about it. Yeah. Like
history,
media and shit.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like that. Like if you really think about 9/11, that shit is insane. That's insane that shit actually happened.
I know. I remember being in school and they were fucking like the news was on and everything was like that was popping everywhere.
Like they stopped class on to make you watch it and shit.
Yeah.
Like I remember my teacher crying and I didn't understand.
Yeah, I remember mom crying because of that shit, and I was like sitting in class because I think I was at the Aurora Center when she was over there.
Oh, Aurora downtown.
Oh,
Yeah,
Aurora
so
campus.
I remember her and I think it was either Mary or Steph. One of them, like everybody just stopped what they were doing, watched that shit, and all the adults were just crying.
Good. Like as a kid, bro, I was probably like in 3rd or 4th grade, and I thought it was like we were watching like a movie or a show or something. Like I couldn't comprehend what was happening. You know what I mean? That's why I was like looking around at the adults and like they were kind of freaking out, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" But like
just to hear
that
the
shit
Twin
happened now.
Towers
I was like, "What
fallen.
the fuck? That's insane, bro."
And then what they did like 5 years ago, they attacked a U.S. embassy on the anniversary of it.
Yeah, fucking Trump's people attacked the goddamn Capitol a couple years ago.
No, like they attacked. I think they were somewhere in the Middle East.
Okay.
And the U.S. embassy was bombed or something or attacked on September 11th.
I remember that shit.
They're assholes,
5 years ago. Huh?
Why are they such assholes to us?
I don't know.
Are we talking about them, dog? I don't want that smoke.
Because we have McDonald's and shit all over the place.
Yeah.
We have McDonald's all over the place.
They
Like,
really
there's
don't
still
like
people
where
in the
we
world
live.
that have to pick shit up off the floor to eat every day. Like, you know, go outside and find fucking shit to eat off the
People
floor.
who still have to go hunt and gather berries.
We
and
are
shit.
extremely blessed. Like, all the shit, we talk about the government and all this. Like, we are very entitled people. We are very, I don't know, we're fucking, we're very
fucking spoiled.
pampered people. Yeah, exactly. Like, we have a really good compare. Like
we're ignorant to the way the
to-
rest of the world is because of how the United States are.
people are struggling. Like Italy has a really bad economy, food. And I used to have this friend that I met on Twitter that's from Italy. But at one point, I don't know if it's still the same, just because I haven't talked to this friend in a year or two. But like, you couldn't go to the ATM and draw out money. Like, they only had so much money in their ATMs. Like, there's people that would go to the ATM and you can't take out money. Like, they would put a limit on how much money people could spend per week. So like, people were like, you had to choose between food and fucking like your bills, and like, there's a lot of fucked up situations that was happening out there. And like, I was just thinking, I was like, damn, if that shit happened in America, just imagine how many people, like, how people would, like, it'd be complete chaos if shit like that happened here.
Oh yeah,
people wouldn't know how to live.
Structure and
would
shit,
collapse.
rioting, and they wouldn't know how to do that out here. Out here, everybody like, you gotta have money going.
Everybody would just riot and fucking loot everything.
All these fools would buy all the fucking toilet paper. That's what they would
Again,
fucking do.
buy the
Some fools
toilet
would probably
paper
be
and
stealing
buy
that
fresh
shit at some
foods.
point, and they're fighting for it and everything.
They're like, fucking terrorist attack, COVID, snowstorm, buy all the fucking toilet paper. Bitch. Well, I don't fucking toilet paper, man. Buy some fucking
That's
water
fine.
and some
All you
food.
saps can buy toilet paper. I'll buy them
Water.
fucking good wet wipes, baby.
All right, so Mike, you're a big basketball fan. People don't understand this man loves sports. He loves college. He loves football and all that shit. So, what do you think about the college playoffs there, man?
This year was a very weird year for college basketball, honestly. First time ever that there's no first seed in the Final Four, right? You got FAU that's balling out of control right now. San Diego State. Miami,
what is FAU? What is that?
Florida Atlantic University.
That's in Florida.
Yeah.
Weren't they like an
What's-
8th seed?
Yeah, I think they're an 8th seed. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they're an 8th seed. And it's funny because
what's their mascot?
I have no idea, but they have a guy on their team that's from Gary, Indiana. So everybody down there
Loves them.
Yeah, it's like room for them all crazy. They're gonna throw like watch parties today,
Oh,
and
damn.
like it's a crazy thing, right? Like he grew up in the trenches in Gary, so it's like a inspirational story, right?
Damn.
And he's actually really good too.
What position do you play?
I have no idea.
You just know him.
I just know
through
him
the people.
because everybody's talking about him, right? But yeah, it's a very weird year.
Let's see. So we got the bracket. We're looking at the bracket here for you listeners down out there. That's so crazy. San Diego State.
But see, like UConn might take it, right? I mean, they've been blowing people out this whole playoffs. They really haven't had any real close competition. They blew out Gonzaga last.
Damn,
last
Miami went
week.
to a gauntlet.
Oh yeah,
Would be a bunch of good teams, huh?
oh yeah.
Damn. FAU. I never even heard of that fucking place.
Yeah. Me either.
Good for them. They're out here doing the most. Shit. Kansas State. Oh yeah.
In your prediction, who do you
State's
think's
always
going to take it? UConn?
If I was betting, man, I would bet for UConn. I don't want UConn personally. I want them to lose.
Why?
Because Miami, FAU, and San Diego State, they never won a championship. So
Kind of like you
something
want to see
new,
the underdog
right?
take it.
yeah, something new, right? For college sports, there's always like 4 teams that dominate, right?
Yeah.
For college basketball, it's Kansas, Duke, UNC,
Yeah, just about
right,
like
Gonzaga, UConn,
Arizona and shit.
right? And then for college football, you got Bama,
Bama,
Georgia,
LSU.
LSU, right? Ohio State. Like,
Auburn.
it's good for new teams to get into there. Right?
I agree, man.
It keeps it interesting,
Like
right?
Creighton, it was this shit FAU. Is that their name?
Yeah,
All this shit. I never even heard of that shit.
right.
Like, what's Creighton? What the fuck is Creighton? I never even heard of them.
No idea.
Are they like a smart school, like an Ivy League school?
I think
Sounds
so.
like it.
Fun fact,
Yeah, I
that was the
never
name
heard
of
of
my
this.
middle school.
Creighton?
Yeah.
It says Creighton University is a Jesuit Catholic university in Omaha, Nebraska,
Holy
Oh shit, that's not even that far from here.
bridging health, law, business, and the arts and sciences for a more just world.
Oh fuck!
Huh.
It's a cult.
That's a cult. That's what that is. That ain't no school.
They ain't better than our school.
Sound crazy.
They make cultists.
No, bro, I heard like Mormons and all these like really devout kind of weird cult type of people. They could ball and shit. They do a bunch of fucking meth and heroin and go ball like motherfuckers.
Oh, they just spend like
That
12 hours
sounds like
on
some shit Theo Vaughn would say.
For real, fool, that fools get down. Fool, that fools are wild. Fool. Same thing with monks. Like I saw like there's like not too long ago, like you know all the Shaolin temples and like the whatever. They kicked out a bunch of monks because them fools were all like they tested positive for like meth and shit.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like they were
Dude,
getting
they're
high.
wild and spiritual as fuck.
They were getting high and floating and fucking punching bricks and shit.
And they're like, oh, nah, that's not
That's
the
like,
spiritual essence of
That's
that
like
shit.
part performance enhancing drugs for them.
Like,
Like, hell no, you can't just like reach ascension with drugs, man. That's cheating. I worked all my life for this shit.
I dedicated my entire life to that without drugs.
It
You
took
can't be
me
doing
80
that.
years to talk to God. You did this shit in 10
I've been
minutes.
meditating for 30 years. I took a vow of
Yeah.
silence 30 years ago, and this guy just shoots meth and fucking floats.
Yeah.
Walks on water and shit. The fuck's wrong? Bullshit.
Motherfuckers are floating.
But like, see, my thing is like, do they get paid? Like, why are they getting drug tested? Why the fuck are they drug testing monks? Like, who's doing this shit?
Are they
too?
getting
You know
paid?
what I mean? Like, why would they drug test them?
Maybe they had
Probably to
suspicions.
see if all of them
because
are being pure.
They were like, fools were sitting there fucking meditating and tweaking and shit, and they're like, hell no, drug test that fool.
They're running around trying to sell you a VCR and shit. Like, nah, we gotta drug test these fucking guys.
I gotta make money for the temple, dog. Buy this VCR.
I'll pull up them fools. Can I wash your windows? Nah, man. I'm good.
$10. $10. I thought you were a monk, dog. Don't worry about it. Just give me $10.
We gotta call the somebody. The USADA. Call USADA, man. Fucking drug test these motherfuckers.
Uh,
Hell yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm sorry for interrupting the broadcast, but I had to get your quick attention, all right? I got a homie. He makes these wonderful shirts. If you like this shirt I got going on, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray as the White Man Can't Jump cover. When I saw this, I was like, I got to have that. So to get yours, you got to go to Lurk Designs, all right? That's lurkdesigns.bigcartel.com. Check out some of his work, man. I'm telling you, he makes the best graphics. And on top of that, the t-shirts are super comfortable. They're a great fit. Go check him out right now. I'm telling you. As soon as you're done with this podcast, go get you some Lurk, man. Because you ain't right without it. All right, back to segment 2. We're back. Everybody had to go take a break real quick. You know how we do. And we're back with Mike. So, Mike, what do you think the Nuggets are going to do this year, man? I know you're a Nuggets fan. Tell the people what you think they're going to be doing.
I think it depends who we play. I think first round, if we play the Warriors, we're going to lose. I think anybody else, we're going to wipe the floor with them. I think second round,
Even Phoenix? You think they'll have a good shot against Phoenix?
oh yeah,
You think so?
I don't fear nobody in the West, right?
Other than the
Like
Warriors.
what Josh said, right? I'm good on the West.
Have their full squads played yet? Like, have the healthy Nuggets played the healthy of Phoenix now?
No, but also like they don't have a lot of time together.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
That's the biggest
You have
thing.
KD and Booker; they're both ball dominant, right?
And CB3 too.
Yeah.
He needs the ball in his hands.
We'll see how they are in the playoffs, right? They got Aiden, like they could do some damage. I don't think this is the year for them.
I agree.
Now next year we'll see, but I don't think this year they're gonna really do anything.
See, my thing with KD, bro, is he doesn't know how to get over the hump by himself. He's always needed someone else, and Booker is the same way. Booker before CP3 got there, he was like that was the worst team in the league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing with CP3. He's never been able to get it done by himself. So it's like, who's going to be that guy that's going to step up and actually get them over the hump for them? And to be honest, I don't see it happening. These
They're
are
a
like
bunch of beta cucks.
they're a bunch of Robins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's
Ain't
not
no
a Batman on
that
that team.
Yeah.
Like you need
They're-
a Batman.
They're like the Teen Titans to the Justice League.
Is that why you're worried about the Warriors? Because they have an alpha cuck?
Yeah, I mean,
An alpha cook. It's a fucking oxymoron.
Anybody who's not a Nugget is a cuck.
Oh yeah, that's true. I like that.
Heard that.
But Steph, you're talking about Steph Curry?
Yeah.
I mean, like their squad, they know what it takes. They know what it is, right? Regular season, you could say whatever you want, right? They suck on the road, worst road record, whatever, right? They know how to turn it up in the playoffs. They had to win the last 2 weeks. They had key games that they had to win. They had to show up, and what happened? They
Fucking
showed
guys.
up, right? That's why they're the only ones that I'm really afraid of, right? They know what it is. They know what it takes.
You can
Right.
never count out Steph Curry.
And they're all healthy. As long as they're all healthy, they can make a run. Right. The last 2 years that they didn't, Clay was hurt and Steph was hurt too. Right. When they were healthy last year, what happened?
Fuck. I do
Won
agree
the
with that a
final.
lot.
Right. Like
Their bench
I
is
think-
terrible though.
Who's on their bench?
Like they have DiVincenzo, Kuminga, Moses Moody.
I don't even know who that guy is.
Jordan Poole.
Oh, Jordan Poole's
yeah.
good. He's okay.
Yeah.
Their bench is the same bench as last year.
But they got
What's different?
Yeah.
They have Gary Payton. Who do they
Oh,
lose
they
from their
did
bench?
Gary Payton back out of
Yeah.
Porter.
just imagine if they would have hit on that Wiseman pick. That was a waste of a pick.
He's actually doing pretty good in Detroit now.
Oh, is he? That's right. But like, imagine if they actually hit, because he was what, first overall or second overall
I think
pick?
it's second, no? Yeah.
Imagine if he would have hit on that
Anthony
pick. Who
Edwards.
came out of that draft with him?
Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball,
And was first.
hmm
Like, imagine if they got Ball or something. Or like, imagine if they got like a really like they flustered that shit. Imagine if they would have brought up Jordan Poole
I think
and
Tyrese Halliburton was in that draft too.
See, look, imagine if they got like Poole and Halliburton or like Poole and someone else, and that was like the new generation of the Warriors. They'd be good for another fucking long time.
hmm
Like, I think the Warriors, they're scary. Like Steph Curry, that fool could single-handedly win series by himself if you're not on your game. You know what I mean? But this year, Jokic has to figure out who he is. Am I going to be someone that could take a team far, or do I need someone to come in here and help me win? You know what I mean? Like, he has to decide whether he wants to be the guy or if he wants to be next to the guy. You know what I mean? If they don't make it to the finals, I think they should blow up the team. Get rid of trade Murray or MPJ or both. Get rid of Malone. Keep Jokic and build a different team.
You know what's
what I mean?
crazy? I was thinking about it. Even like worst case scenario, let's say we do get like disappointed and they fire Malone. There's gonna be a lot of good coaches and like ready to go. Like Pop, I've heard is gonna retire, but like
If he has the opportunity to coach Jokic,
yeah,
he might
I
jump
think
at that, bro.
like that might be the most enticing thing you can offer him is like a big man who plays the game the right way like that. Like I guarantee that would be like, I don't know, I might not retire. And if he does, Nick Nurse from the Raptors is like saying that he's not going to be around Toronto probably after that either. Nafu's probably like a top 5 coach in the league right now.
Like
That's what
Jokic is like a more complete Tim Duncan, I think, in my eyes. When it's all said and done, I think Jokic is going to be the new Mr.
He's a better
Fundamental.
shooter, better passer. He's just not as good a defender.
Yeah, that's true. And Timmy was like longer too. You know what I mean? He had
Yeah.
that long wingspan and shit. Jokic is kind of not stubby. I mean, he's big as fuck, but he's not known for his.
I'm curious to
length.
how long his arms and shit are. I feel like
They don't look
his
super
torso
long.
and his arms are like a little longer, but his legs are kind of I don't know.
Like when you look at people like Giannis, you could tell that fool is mad long,
Mm.
and like MPJ and shit. And
If who's got a good ass wingspan.
so, like, Mike, what are your keys to success for the Nuggets to make like a long run, like a finals run, a championship run?
I think they need somebody that is that emotional support.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that too, huh? Off camera.
Like a lot of teams, if you look at it, they have people that could uplift their team, right? Emotionally speaking, like get them out their funk, right? Not everybody's gonna show up every single game, right? The Warriors, they have Draymond, Curry. Lakers, they have Braun. They have
Giannis
these
and shit.
players, right, that are emotional. Sixers have Embiid, right? They have those type of players, right? Or player, right? We don't have that. Murray was that in the bubble, right? But we haven't seen that.
He's too inconsistent to be that on every night.
But we'll see in the playoffs, right? Because in the playoffs, he took over and he was that guy. We've seen spurts of it this year with him.
Yeah.
Jokic ain't that guy. I think we've seen that. He's not that guy.
But what, like, see, my thing is, I like, because Jokic is a very emotional player. It's not like he's stagnant. Like, like me and Steve were actually talking about, like, a couple years ago, this guy was getting fucking fouls, like 4 or 5 fouls every night. Like, he's a very emotional player. But why do you think that emotion doesn't translate to that, to like productivity? You know what I mean? I think it is now this year a lot, but like, why is he not that spark plug? Do you think? You know what I mean?
I feel like he tries to be so like he tries to focus on staying even keel, to where like he doesn't want like to be too emotional after like hitting a big shot or a bad loss. Or anything.
He gets really emotional with fouls.
He wants to try to stay as even as he can to like. I think to him that's how he shows the team how to like react with shit. But like Mike said, you do need like some fire in there every now and then.
And it's even better if your best player is that spark plug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even think it has to be your best player, right? Like, I think a good example of this was like last week when the Warriors were down 20 points, right? They were getting blown out, and Draymond got the flagrant rate or whatever he got, right? But he was being the spark plug, right? And then what happened? Curry was in a slump before that. Clay was in a slump before that. Then once that happened and that emotion came and that fire came, Curry turned it up. Clay turned it up. Because they seen, all right, cool. He's going to war for this. Let's have his back. Let's go.
Yeah, we got to back him up.
We know what this is, right? If he wouldn't have done that, 100% guaranteed they would have lost that game.
Yeah.
Their third quarter wouldn't have been what it was. Their fourth quarter wouldn't have been what it was. I can guarantee you that.
There's something to say because even Michael Jordan had Dennis Rodman for that type of shit. You know what I mean? To do that because like there's a thin line between being that emotional person and it being detrimental. Because I think like Dylan Brooks, I think that shit is a bit detrimental the way he does it. But if you look at Draymond is a very smart player. He knows what he's doing. Like he pisses you off on purpose and in the way that he wants you to feel. You know what I mean? Like there is something that you do need for that. Like I think for the Nuggets, I think the person who could do that, and I don't know his temperament too much, but I think Aaron Gordon should be that type of guy, like that enforcer, fucking like even like you said, even a technical foul, flagrant foul, like those kind of fouls could actually swing the momentum if done in the right time in the right context.
Yeah,
I think Aaron Gordon should, because he's the best defender and he's the best rebounder. He's the most. I think he should be able to do that. But
Aaron Gordon is the second best player, at least for the first half of the year. So if he has that fire and he's in there like bullying people, especially the way he plays, man, you bump into people and bam on somebody and start screaming in their face. Even if you pick up a technical, like dunk on somebody and then scream in their face and like pick up a tech, when you're coming back or something like that, like that's going to fire people up. He's just too chill, man. He's a very chill, I'm a surfer guy, California vibes, I'm not, but he's got to do. I think he's a very good candidate to do some shit like that.
And unfortunately, that's how a lot of our players, like all of our players, actually, they're all that like chilled back kind of. Like even Jamal. He's like energetic and shit, but he's not like an enforcer. You know what I mean? Like people don't fear him. Like
he only turns it up too when he gets personally challenged. Not even team challenged. Like when somebody goes up to him and starts like pushing him and like messing with him, trying to knock him off his game, that's when he starts playing good. But if somebody doesn't do that, it's kind of like how, remember when we would play basketball and like everybody would go contest you and you would always make it. And I realized like contesting you is stupid. So I would just like let you shoot and then you would miss. It's like that. If you just don't like poke the bear, it's fucking fine. Like he's not going to do shit about it, So just don't poke the bear.
Fuck, I wish we had Dame Lillard, bro. I think if Dame Lillard was here instead of Murray, we might have a championship on the horizon, man.
That'd be really cool, man.
Fucking Dame Lillard, that was so tight.
He is tight. I wish Portland didn't do him so dirty, man.
Yeah.
It's not like they're trying to do him dirty. They just don't know how to do shit. Like I thought Jeremy Grant and shit like that would help them a lot. I was like, oh, that's a really good fit. A big ass good wing defender that can help him score. Jeremy Grant gets to be the number 2 on the offense, and like
I miss that motherfucker, man. Jeremy Grant is sick.
I thought it was a good pairing, but
Yeah.
Nurkic sucks. They gotta do something about Nurkic. You gotta get that motherfucker out of there. That fucker sucks.
Why? I thought he was good.
No, he can't defend for shit, and he like they do the same like the same way Jokic can't defend pick and rolls for shit is how he does. And Dame Lillard's even worse defender than Jamal Murray. So like their pick and roll defense is garbage.
That's all you got to do. Pick and roll them to death.
Pick and roll all day.
Their shit is terrible. Their defense is so bad, and and Jeremy Grant isn't that great of a defender right now, or he hasn't been this year. They don't have like any defenders really. Still,
Yeah, for pick and roll, you need a good quick-footed big man to defend. Pick and roll is good.
Yeah, that's kind of like there's like metas now, like, and that's like one of the styles now is like Nick Claxton and like
fuck, that's all the Warriors do too.
Yeah, Bam Adebayo, Kevon Looney. Yeah, they're good pick and roll defenders and stuff. They're just not like
fucking Warriors will set 3 off ball fucking picks for Steph Curry. That fool will just run around the whole court.
The Nuggets did that the other day. They did that. Milwaukee, because Drew was covering Jamal. They set the first screen at the half court line. Then they set a second screen like 5 feet behind the 3-point line, and then they set a third screen. And all he did was run diagonal to the 3-point line. And Drew got caught on like all these screens. He fought like over all of them too. That was a fucking crazy defender. But they had to do 3 screens to get that fool loose. And then Jamal cut on one and caught it and hit a 3-pointer. Like they were doing some crazy shit. I was like, oh shit, Malone's got some shit in his bag, man. He's gonna have some plays in the playoffs. That shit looks.
They did that 2 times in a row too.
They did
the screens for Jamal.
Yeah.
He hit it. Did he hit both
screens from half court? Yeah.
Damn. Like Jamal's so sick. Like Jamal reminds me of like I think we were talking about this, Steve. Like the early 2000s ball, like Tracy McGrady, like Deron Williams, Dwayne Wade, like those mid rangers. That fool he'll do a spin fade away and fucking swag that shit.
And and smarts and IQ and stuff like that. And
then he bangs it like he'll drive that shit hard to the paint. Like when he had that oop the other day, that shit was dirty. That fool got up.
Yeah,
that's sick. I love Jamal, man, but he has to be consistent with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit drives me nuts, man. He's one of the most inconsistent people I've ever seen fucking play.
So hey, I got a question for you guys. It's a bit off topic, or I guess it's a new topic, but what kind of music? What kind of music are you guys listening to these days? Like any specific artists, songs, shit like that?
I've been on a 50 kick for like this week.
Are you still listening to 50?
Yeah, the bosses are like the boss lady at work. One of them, she has like a playlist, but she has like a gang of fucking 50 Cent on her playlist. So she has her speaker. So we just been listening to that.
So is it like what Get Rich and Die Trying, The Massacre, like all those albums?
Yeah, all
that
shit.
His newer albums.
All
those are sick.
Albums.
I used to love watching those. I remember when The Massacre first came out, I was like 11 or 12, and I got that shit, and I was like so hyped, bro. Like I felt like I was holding a fucking like piece of like art in my hands. I was like, oh fuck, I can't wait to go fuck it, bump this shit endlessly. It's sick.
Whenever I show up, I usually tell her throw on that because she has like a playlist like where it's mostly like some country, but then a fucking shit ton of it is just 50 Cent.
What about G Unit too? Like the rest of G Unit, like Lloyd Banks, Tony Ayo. Lloyd Banks is actually sick. He has a lot of good music too. And then I've been listening to fucking Young Buck. Young Buck was sick back in the day.
What was his one with Floating and fucking 5200?
Oh, Crash Talk.
Yeah, I've been listening to that shit again.
Oh yeah, that shit's always. I listen to that shit all the time too. How about you, Steve?
And then some Nirvana.
I've been finding a bunch of cool songs on TikTok. Like I'll just go on TikTok and like now because I like videos like that so much, I think it like always recommends it to me. So I always end up seeing like really fucking cool songs, and then I'll just go on Spotify and look them up and find them.
That's what you
might. Really cool artists.
A whole bunch. This is a big mix.
You actually have a lot of good country music.
Yeah.
What got you into that?
I don't know. I've always liked it.
Have you really?
Yeah. I just really didn't play it that often, but
because you're a gangster.
Yeah, I can't listen to country, right?
Goons don't listen to country.
That's not how
I'm
that
hard,
works.
fool. I can't be listening to country talking about yeehaws and shit.
No, that shit's hard. Like country songs are hard as fuck, huh?
Yeah.
They talk about tight shit.
They talk about
Yeah.
some real shit.
What about you?
What do I listen to nowadays? There's actually this guy named Vivid that I've been listening to a lot. He has kind of like a slowed down kind of hip hop style that I really like. But I kind of just bounce all over the place. Like I do have like there's this new song by Whiskey Myers called "Bury My Bones" that I like. Whiskey Myers is a very good country singer. He's tight. I don't know. I kind of bounce all over the place. And then Steve actually showed me this song with Lil Wayne. It's called "Can't." It has a DMX sample. Is that a new song? Like, did that shit just come out?
Yeah, I think like the day before I sent it to you.
Holy shit! So yeah, "Can't" by Lil Wayne with DMX featuring DMX. That's a tight song.
Produced by Swiss Beats.
Like I think we live in the golden age of music, man. Like there's so many different styles. Like there's even foods like Anderson .Paak who makes like the old school sounding doo-wop type of Motown type sounding music.
But it
Like,
mixes
there's,
it with
like-
soul and hip hop too. And,
Yeah, it's sick.
Mhm.
Like there's a lot. I just love the music. And like, you know what's crazy? Like, cause I used to like, I came off with just like straight either gangster hip hop or like straight lyrical hip hop. That's like kind of what I didn't like anything besides that shit. And then I started like, I don't know, there is like Juice WRLD. I like Juice WRLD music now, like Triple X. I don't know. There's just so many different styles of music nowadays. It's
genres
really fun
are
to
almost being like abolished. It's all just becoming like a huge pot of just like different sounds. You know, you'll take influence from EDM, hip hop, country, you know, all the
Yeah.
shit and put it into one song. You know, it's like
And then you got like the Latin rappers like rapping with like American rappers and shit. Like
yeah,
it's sick. Like music is like you said, there's no genres. Like back in the day, like it was very rare to see like a person, like a white person, you know, business person listening to hip hop. And now they listen to like Jay-Z, they listen to J. Cole, they listen to Kendrick. Like everyone, like hip hop now is universal. It feels.
yeah. I even
Everyone
found on
listens to that shit.
on TikTok, I found a like this crazy ass African trap song. Shit, it goes hard as fuck. I'm like, damn, these dudes are sick. I don't understand a damn thing they're saying, but that shit is tight. I was like,
Yeah.
That shit go hard.
yeah, they're from like Zimbabwe or some crazy shit. That shit is cool though.
That shit is tight, bro. And like the internet, I think that's just all attributed to the internet. Like back in the day, you used to have to buy your music. Like now you can just go to
Yeah.
fucking YouTube. Everyone has YouTube. You can listen wherever the fuck you want. You know what I mean?
Speaking of
Same thing
that,
with,
go
like,
check
Spotify and all
check
that.
out Box Day Boys on YouTube. If you're
And
not
YouTube.
right now.
Oh wait, did you say YouTube?
Yeah. And
Spotify too.
and Apple and Google.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to throw that in there.
Hey, are there a lot of rappers in? Because like I think in Denver, there's a lot of like local rappers. Is that like how it is in Indiana?
Oh yeah, I mean like I'm not in Indiana. I mean probably like, go to like the ghetto, right? The trenches. Like you go
Gary.
to Gary, then yeah. And of course Chicago, then yes, of course. But like where I'm at, no, right? More like a suburb.
You go to O Block?
No,
Why?
Why?
for what?
'Cause you're a gangbanger.
That's their life.
Yeah,
I don't tread in people's life. You know,
I'm O Block as fuck though.
I ain't from there. I ain't finna go.
I don't go there. Is Chicago really crazy? Like, have you seen anything while you're there?
I mean, I haven't seen anything, right? But then again, I don't
You're
go
not-
to none of
yeah.
those places, right? I'm not gonna put myself in that
I wouldn't do
predicament,
that either.
right?
That's scary. No, it's not scary. It's just like you have to be really aware, and that's not your that's not your place at all. Like I could just imagine someone going into our hoods and like they don't know what they're doing. Like you'll get fucked up. And
Right.
that's Chicago.
People know if you ain't from there, right? And you gonna see someone
Yeah.
like me that's tatted up and like, oh yeah, what's up? What he on, right?
Yeah.
Like just how I look is gonna present that danger for me, right?
So,
Yeah, it's
oh,
gonna
I'm just
present
a
a
tourist.
situation.
Yeah, but see, they ain't gonna just be like, they ain't gonna give me that option to say I'm just a tourist, you know?
Yeah, I'm just a hood tourist. I go and see different hoods throughout the country, and I'm just trying to rate yours.
Yeah, but see, you
Yeah.
gotta check in with somebody though,
Yeah, for real.
you know?
You can't just be walking around. Other
Let
people's
somebody
shit.
know you're popping around, huh?
Yeah, you gotta check in.
See, that's
And that's the thing out there, right? You can't just check in with one person. Like there's
I
so
bet.
many different people out there.
You have to check in with Michael Jackson's family.
Well, he's from Gary. I was saying, hey, Gary.
You gotta talk to the Jacksons.
Gotta talk to the Jacksons. You want to go to Gary, yeah?
Like, can I come over here? I don't know. Do you check with Joe Jackson? What do you say?
what do you say? You good?
The hell
Big
no.
Joe.
Oh shit. All right, I'll stay in Crown Point.
I'll stay over here. I'll stay where I'm at. I'm like,
My bad.
I like Michael Jackson stuff out there, like a museum or something, or
they got his childhood house. Like it's like,
interesting.
yeah, I haven't went. You know,
Is it like a
It's not
museum kind of
for me,
thing?
Probably not that type of house.
it's a house, right?
Yeah.
They go, oh yeah, he grew up here. That's cool.
They do tours of that house and shit or something.
No, I don't think they do tours. I think it's like all
Do
fenced
people live
up.
there?
Man. Nah, nobody lives there. It's a historical thing,
They
right?
do the same thing with like
historical
Elvis's house
monument.
too.
No,
Yeah.
it was just chilling. Just
Or like that girl downtown that was like in the Holocaust or something. You guys ever
Oh,
do
the
that?
Molly
Molly
Brown
Brown?
house.
Molly Brown, yeah.
Yeah.
She was in the Titanic. I think she survived the Titanic.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's
Yeah.
where is that? That's
I don't
in
remember.
Morrison,
That's
isn't it?
downtown. It's the Brown's
No, it's
Palace. Brown
downtown.
Palace.
downtown, yeah.
It's Brown Palace. You go.
I
there and have
rediscovered it
lunch.
when I was doing Uber Eats one day. I delivered to some apartment buildings across from there, and I looked and I was like, "That house looks familiar." And then I saw a sign in front of it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's the house I went to. I didn't know it was right here."
Yeah. That's so great. Like I bet it's like Indiana, does it look like real old? Like is there like a lot of old like architecture and buildings and shit?
Oh yeah, it's old as hell. But they're starting to get into like modern times, right? Like to me, how Indiana or Crown Point is right now is like how Denver was pre-weed, right?
Mm.
Like we started to develop and build new shit and do all that, right? That's like how Crown Point is. That's the stage that they're in right now,
They're transitioning to modern era.
right?
I
And
guess
then
they're already
getting bigger and doing all that, right?
They're developing
Um,
more shit.
Yeah.
They have a bus out there,
Do they have a bus?
like a bus line.
Yeah. I don't know where it goes.
That's kind of
Doesn't look
crazy.
like you go too many places from the map.
They got Uber and
Yeah,
shit out there.
no.
Do people Uber
No, I don't think so. Actually,
for real?
They have DoorDash or anything?
they do, but I never ordered DoorDash because I don't think nobody actually does it. You know?
That's wild as fuck.
Oh, shit, I'm used to that, motherfucker. There ain't no bus, there ain't no light rail, there ain't no DoorDash, no.
But you
Uber,
can walk
none
to
of
the
that
other
shit.
fucking end of your town.
Yeah, in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, like 20
What would you
minutes.
Uber for?
Because fools are all drunk and shit.
Some food just pulls up on a goat. All right, hop on.
Pulled up on the horse, dog. Giddy up.
All right, hop on.
Hey, so they
Uber
got
horse.
spiders in Indiana.
Oh, hell yeah.
What kind? A
What
lot
kind?
of big ones.
I don't know. Spiders?
So like, what about the wildlife? Like, do you see any kind of like deers and shit?
Oh, yeah. There's a coyote that lives in my backyard.
Do you
Oh,
feed it and
shit.
shit? Why does it live
Nah,
there?
I don't know. It made me chilling. I don't know.
You have like the woods in your backyard.
Nah.
What's your backyard? Is it fenced? It's nice.
It's fence, nice garage, shed.
There's a coyote that lives there.
Yeah, and then there's a family of deer that live right by my job.
Why don't they eat each other? Hard nature.
Well, that's like 10 minutes apart. But yeah, it's like a family of like 7 deer that's like live in the field right next to my job. So there's a lot of deer out there, coyote,
rabbits.
rabbits, shit like that.
Can
They
you
don't
go
have
hunting there?
They don't have no chipmunks. Yeah, you can go hunting. It's Indiana.
What the fuck? I don't know anything about it. So like, how's the like nature out there? Is it foresty? Is it mountainous? No, there's no
No,
mountains.
there's no mountain. It's just flat.
It's like plains.
Like hills or some shit.
Nah, not even hills. Honestly,
There's
I mean,
it's fucking
super flat.
trees everywhere.
it's flat, right? It's not a bunch of trees
It's like a
everywhere.
fucking Minecraft fucking.
Oh, Minecraft base world and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, so
Wow.
You
there's,
just look and you just see grass
what about
blocks as far
casinos
as the
and
eye can
gambling?
see.
Oh yeah, they
You
have
jump up, you can see
casinos.
the other side of the state.
Uh,
is there casinos everywhere? Like, can you gamble anywhere?
Nah, actually, I think the only casino is in Chicago.
Is it?
Or not in Chicago. I think it's in Illinois.
What's Chicago like? Is it big?
Yeah, it's big as hell. They're downtown. The streets are like really narrow. That's how a lot of major city downtowns are, right?
Do you ever indulge in any of the theater or the whores or anything?
No.
Okay.
I went to so St. Patrick's Day is like really big out there, and they dye their river green, so that was pretty cool. Right?
Oh look, do they call this Rhino?
Yeah,
Oh, we have rhino too.
Yeah, it's called River North.
They're biters, dog.
Yep.
Or are we biters? We might be
I
biters.
think we are.
or
Yeah.
probably the buyer.
I'd put
You
the money
guys
on
are.
that probably.
Like
I'm a
South
buyer.
Side Chicago. Chinatown. How come how come Denver doesn't have Chinatown or like
We do.
We do
Must
have
do.
Chinatown.
It's over there
It's
on the
not-
north side.
It's not official like this though, but we have that.
There's
Oh,
Chinatown up
that
there on
shit's on
72nd.
fucking- Yeah, and there's one like on Alameda and shit.
We used to go down to Chinatown to catch heads sometimes. I never caught
okay.
heads over there, but I used to see people get fucked up over there. And then like
Okay.
down south too, like you remember on like Federal right there on Alameda, like we're a
Yeah.
little bit past Alameda. There's like I think
They have
that's
like that
Koreatown.
whole fucking thing right there. Like
Yeah,
that whole Chinatown fucking shoppy and shit.
I went in there one time and tried to buy a squid, and I couldn't understand what they were saying, so I fucking left.
Is that what
He's
they're
like,
talking
"Fuck all
about?
this,
I can
dog."
understand. So I was like, all right, I'll see you later.
Just show them a
Because there's-
picture and then tell them one.
Like that, like Asian people, I like their language, but it all sounds like they're like just angry, like they're yelling at me. I was like, "Can I get a fucking squid?" And they're like, "How about just going off on me?" I was like, "Oh fuck, I don't."
They're like,
Oh.
yes, young man, we would love for you to have a squid, and it sounded like, you motherfucker, get the fuck out of my store, you fucking.
I was like, "I don't see a squid yet, so I'm gonna fucking leave."
I don't see it.
They don't said a lot of shit, and I don't see a squid, so
I'll see you later.
yeah, I don't want no problems. Just walked
Get
out.
dicked.
Yeah, I was about to get something. We talked about the cuisine, about over there for like, what's your guys' main like, I guess, economy or like export? Like, what's Indiana known for? Like, what makes your
Steel.
money? Steel.
Yeah.
Really? I would have thought corn.
Well, corn is up there, right? But it's
Corn is
mainly
mostly
steel.
Wyoming.
I think corn is pretty much anywhere there's not cities.
Yeah, Wyoming is a big fucking state for corn because that shit's fucking empty. So that's all these people grow.
Yeah, that's how Indiana is too. Is
Nebraska,
corn
too.
and soybean.
What about liquor? Everyone drink liquor over there?
Oh yeah,
Fuck yeah.
it's a big problem. Like it's like all small, medium towns. They all have an alcohol problem, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing to do, right? Except for get drunk and beat your wife, right? So
Okay.
Have children?
that's what they do.
Huh. That's tight. Like, what's the minimum wage out there?
I have no idea.
$10.
Probably $7.
Probably some cheap.
What's like say you want a 2-bedroom, one bath apartment. How much would that run you out there?
Depending where you want to go. I mean, you can get it as cheap as probably like $700, $600.
What the fuck? How about some move out there?
If you want, I mean, of course, if you want like the expensive, best area in the world, right? Then it's gonna be like 3,000, right?
Oh
But
shit.
that's like if you want to go where the millionaires are and all that, right? Like right now, I got a 3-bedroom house, 2-bath, finished basement, garage and all that, right? And I'm paying like around 17.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad at
Oh
all.
shit, I'm about to move out there. What the fuck?
So like
That's good.
cost of living is cheap out there, right?
But I bet like you don't have much amenities around you, right? Like you have to drive kind of far to get like.
No, like we got a Mayor's, which is like a Walmart. It's 6 minutes away from me. I have a bunch.
Say I wanted to do like hot yoga. Where would I go? How far is that from you?
That's probably
Chicago.
no, like 10 minutes. Go downtown.
There's
Crown Point.
yuppies out there.
Yeah, downtown Crown Point.
Oh,
Downtown Crown Point is kind of like what's it called?
Take your time. I love you.
Like
Japan.
where no what?
Like Little-
Why
nah,
Japan?
like Jake, what's that called? The little shopping center called by your old house?
Bellevue or Belmar?
No, Belmar. It's like Belmar, kind of
Okay.
like that.
It's like outside.
Oh,
I
that's
was gonna
fucking
say,
yuppie
yeah.
as shit.
So it's like that, right? That's how like downtown Crown Point is.
They have Apple.
Go
Store?
get your Starbucks, your fucking Jamba
Probably.
Juice, and go get your hot yoga in.
Yeah, do you guys
Yeah.
have Starbucks?
Yeah, we have Starbucks. Starbucks is fucking everywhere.
Do you have McDonald's?
Yeah, we have
Fuck, it
I have
ain't
McDonald's
everywhere,
like
guys.
a block away from my house.
Do you have Chubby's?
Hell no, we don't have Chubby's.
You have Chubby's?
No, but wow, that sounds like a pretty happening place. Like, how's the nightclubs over there? You been in like the night scene?
No, there's none out there.
No,
You gotta go to
what time-
Chicago.
What time is everything closed over there?
Like 8.
Oh damn, shit. Oh,
Like,
Even the
like,
city bars?
there's none out there. You gotta go to Chicago for that.
I bet that's the city never sleeps. All right, no, it's the Windy City, but it probably doesn't sleep much.
It probably doesn't sleep much.
The city that sleeps for an hour.
Yeah, had a couple hours sleep.
Yeah, takes a nap.
It takes a nap.
I think Denver should be like that. Like we're getting a big city. We should open this shit a lot longer than what shit stays open for. Should be closed down at 10. What the fuck? Yeah, shit just getting started at 10, dog. I just pop my shrooms at 10.
That's when the freaks wake up and then they come out at night.
That's when the freaks get it in, dog.
Yeah.
So what's the, like, I asked Misty this, what's like the sexual vibe of Indiana? Like how like horny are people? How sexy are people? You know what I mean?
I have no idea. I don't think I can answer that question.
Well, like, are you horny?
You can't say that as a fucking taken man, huh?
Do you feel like ever since you got there, you got more horny, less horny?
Like, are you aroused over there?
No.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, the same, I guess. From
as here?
I would be super aroused if I seen that much corn and stuff.
You don't see the corn. I'm telling you, unless you go down south. If you go south, then yeah, you will see it.
Sitting corn. They got sitting corn and eating corn.
I know. That's what I need to know.
That whole field right there is sitting corn.
Yeah.
Where's the sitting corn?
Right next to it is eating corn.
Go into a Myers and ask them where the sitting corn is. What aisle sitting corn and eating corn is.
What aisle, huh?
Where do you keep your sitting corn? I'm from Denver.
They saw that shit at Hot Topic.
It's a topic.
Have you, like, Hot Topic is wild, huh? If you go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole back section.
That whole back section, you could just buy assless chaps and a fucking
You buy a 10-inch fucking you know what?
a fist, long fist.
Your fist, huh?
And then go buy some anime and a ramen
dolls.
bowl and a fucking nose piercing. Call it a day. Call it a shopping trip.
Shopping.
Walk out of Hot Topic with that fucking non-see-through black bag and shit. I ain't trying to spill the beans on what
It's
you
always
got
so
there.
awkward and shit like that, man. I can't be around it. I have to walk away.
I gotta walk away.
I'm just looking, like, people are actually just like looking at that shit like just normal, like blank face. Like, you motherfuckers are hornier than shit.
I'm like, what should I do?
Sexual fucking deviants. No. You're the pride of Indiana, I heard.
I'm not.
Why
We're
not?
gonna have to. We're gonna get you some Box A Boys merch so you can wear it out there, man, and represent.
Yeah. You should get a tattoo of it.
I'll get it under my eye.
We already. I think one of us already said that. Steve said that. But I think I'm gonna do it first.
Steve has no tattoo, so he's not gonna get in.
Yeah, I do.
Your tattoo, Steve.
He has one.
He has one. It is right there.
You gave
I
it
gotta
to
pull my pants down. I don't want to.
Oh man.
What about how much are tattoos out there? Tattoos are not expensive. If you've been on the scene, but they're expensive as fuck.
But then also, I never go to tattoo shops, so
I think chickens make tattoo ink. There's a shortage on that shit, so it's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
what?
Shortage of chicken, so it's shortage of tattoos.
there's a shortage on
artists.
chickens. Have you heard that?
No, I haven't heard that.
Yeah, that's
What?
have you noticed the eggs are expensive as fucking like chicken meat? Like the meat.
Mm.
They're normal price.
I don't think they are. Maybe for Indiana. You guys probably have chickens all over the place. Do you?
No, maybe.
Like a dozen of eggs will cost you like $5 right now.
How much they used to cost?
Like
Like
$2,
$2 or
$1.50.
It's inflation. That's everywhere though. Everything's going up.
Right? Like no, there's like a chicken shortage though.
The chicken shortage. Like
Yeah.
having a lot of chickens.
We're eating them, and they're not making
Yeah.
more or something.
We're eating them before they can lay all their eggs.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Not horny enough.
And we're collecting
Like-
all their eggs to eat and not let them raise.
Like it's actually astonishing that we have meat and vegetables at the ready at all times. So there's a lot of people constantly just fucking eating.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. Like, imagine you have like 1 million people in a city. That means every day, like at least like 750,000 of those people are having like a piece of meat. So that means something like an animal died from that. And
Yeah.
then, so you have to have all those fucking animals every single day.
And
Like,
it's probably at least like 2 courses a day that they're eating.
Like, bro, you eat a 10-piece chicken wing, bro. That's 5 fucking chickens you're eating. Like 5 chickens died for that shit.
How you
Yeah.
know?
Motherfuckers
one
can't
chicken-
eat 2 wings. Fuck you talking about, son?
No, that's
Every 2 wings is 1 fucking chicken.
This guy.
That's true. That's true. I
Same
didn't
as the
think
chicken
about
legs,
that.
dog.
How do you know that?
Motherfucker.
That chicken,
math.
man. It's a fucking chicken, yeah.
You ever
Chicken
made a
work
tri-leg
one way, I
chicken
think.
dog? Shit.
No, like they should just create like I'm all for genetic mutation. Like make one chicken and it's just like 2 fucking fat ass breasts, maybe even 4. Like 4
It doesn't even
breasts.
need a head.
Yeah, it has like all these little arms and wings. Yeah, it doesn't need a fucking head, just wings and legs and shit. And
Yeah.
then
Just eat tofu
Bam.
and season that shit right.
tofu now. Tofu's nasty. Soy. It's bad for you. That's bad for your guts, your gut biome, dog. Your
Oh, I
gut
don't need that, dog.
bacteria.
I had bad gut. I don't need to go back to that.
Hey, so what is like people in Indiana? What do they think about like Denver? Do they ever have you heard anything about Denver?
It's never on their mind.
Really?
It's always
Same.
about Chicago, huh?
Tell
Well,
them
what-
same. Fuck them. We don't think about them
I
either.
don't think about them either.
I know.
Well,
I've never
we
thought about
don't.
them.
So
Yeah, I never thought about them until
Fair.
now.
So what do they say when do you tell them you're from Denver?
oh, of course.
What do
It's
they
kind of hard
say?
not to.
They're just like, oh, that's cool. You guys live by mountains.
No, they'll say, "What the hell are you doing out here?"
That's
Oh.
why I said
They
it.
say, "What do you?
Yeah.
Why you smoke a lot of weed or what?"
Yeah, of course. That's the next question, right?
Did you show me your weed tattoo?
No,
Oh,
I
would-
don't.
like yeah, it does. Stupid.
yeah, that's
Hey, so how much do we at the spot? Like, how much are you worth? Like, if we sponsor you, and any time someone asks you what you are, you just say a box state boy or where you're from. Like, I'm a box state boy. Like, what would that cost?
What would that cost for me to say that?
Yeah, like contract, I guess.
I'll give you $50 a
Contract?
week.
Yeah.
Like $100 every 10 minutes.
Oh
No,
shit!
Shit, no.
I'll give you $300 for 3 years of you being able to say box state boys anytime someone asks you that.
I'll do $300 for 2.5 months.
I'll give you $100 and then a $20 scratch ticket, and you say that shit the rest of your life.
Oh no! What?
Why not?
You suck at
Best
negotiating.
deal. That's
No,
a good
yeah,
deal. You
best
can
deal.
win. You can win $1 million off that scratch ticket. Fuck you.
Yeah, off of one scratch ticket.
Hey, so look,
Yeah.
this is my final offer.
Or you
I'll
can
give
spend
you,
$100 and go buy five more $20
look.
tickets.
I'll give you $200 for and some slippery neck for you to say that in 4 years, and another 4 years we'll reassess.
I'm
Like a
gonna have to happily
That's a good
decline
deal,
that
dog.
offer.
You're a fucking fool. The slippery neck is worth way more than the $200. I'll tell you that.
Way more than $200.
That's at least like a $600-700 fucking job right there, dog.
No, it's not. There's not much to work with on his end.
And we're talking about my Indiana State boy like that, dog.
Sorry, Creighton. He goes to Creighton. No, wait. He goes to FAU.
Yep. Florida Atlantic.
Tonight, I'm going to do something just for me. I'm going to Live Links. It's the best place to meet local singles, and you can try it for free. You don't need to go out to have a good time. Just pick up your phone and call Live Links. There are so many fun and exciting singles on all the time. You can always connect live with someone local. Try Live Links for free and meet someone special right now.
Try Live Links free. 1-800-210-1010. Boulevard Media 18+.
Hey, you got a question for these people, Jake?
Yeah. What's your question of the week, my man?
Yeah, man. I got the question, man. You ready?
Yeah.
Nah.
What is your favorite family tradition?
Okay.
Christmas?
Like all of us, we all have family traditions that we do every year.
Like a
Yeah.
specific one?
Yeah, like what is like whether it's you do a potluck for Easter or everybody gathers somewhere for a holiday, or you guys always take you take your family every summer for a vacation, whatever it is.
Like for us, like we actually we sacrifice the strongest of our livestock to the sun god Huitzilopochtli to ensure
For
a
your
great
total
harvest and a great fiscal quarter.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever you guys do, put that in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Mark?
Right.
What's your family tradition?
Was that not part of that tradition?
Were you at the last Huitzilopochtli fest?
Was-
You know,
I remember
these-
seeing you at the last Huitzilopochtli Fest, dog.
I didn't see you
I
there.
mean,
I was there in spirit.
I think you're in Indiana celebrating on your own.
Yeah. I drove my 3 hours down.
Next
to
time you come
Indiana.
over here, bring one of those deer that you were talking about, and we'll sacrifice that shit.
that's a good strong deer.
A good strong deer.
Last
Otherwise,
year I
we
brought
won't
a
get enough rain. Thank you guys once again for joining us. Remember to follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. Subscribe, leave your comments, leave your reviews. We want to know how to get better at this, and we want your guys' input. Don't forget to answer our question of the week. That's one of our funnest things we we do with this pod. So yeah, any shout outs, fellas?
Now, what about you, Mike? You got anything to say? Anything you want to let the people know?
No, I'm good.
Any words of like parting wisdom for them?
Be you.
Bam, commercial.
Shout outs to our followers. We love you guys.
Yeah, shout outs to them. I don't have any shout outs. Shout outs to to the family. Shout outs to Mike for being here. Thank you for being here, live in
for
person.
joining us, dog.
It's been a while.
It was a blast.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have you back on again. I think the people will really respond to you.
You're beautiful.
Yeah, anytime.
You got that like Shaft vibe, you know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
mysterious, you know? Like
this
what does
young
his fucking
Samuel
eyes look
Jackson.
like? You know what I mean?
His eyes are all white. Like a
He takes them off and they do that like
Charles underneath that shit.
rotate and shit when he takes his vest off. You're way sexy with your glasses on.
You'll never see Mike with that.
After that scary movie, when he takes his glass off, his eyes
Puts it back on. No. But all right, guys,
take us out of here, man.
Yeah, thanks for joining us today, man. And as always, physical health is wealth, mental health is wealth. Love yourself and love the world around you. Take care.
Peace.
Boom.